Alright, hello everyone, it's Happy, and today we're going to be talking about the Foch 155. This is of course the French tier 10 tank destroyer. Now I feel like a lot of people really like this tank, and yet I feel like in 2022 it's almost going to be 2023, and I feel like this tank lacks a lot within it. So firstly, I want to complain simply about the alpha. Back in the day, the alpha was nerfed, and that was understandable. But nowadays, you have tanks, again, like the Minotauro. A lot of tanks are doing 700 alpha per shot. And I just feel like the Foch doesn't cut it anymore. I don't feel like the alpha is justified. Maybe 600 alpha, not 640, but 600 alpha would be perfect. Because doing 1.1k with such a long reload, I feel like it's just unjustifiable. Simply because you can't really peekaboo. You have to play close range, and the armor just isn't there, and the gun isn't there anymore. Like the aim time, the gun handling, the DPM, none of it is really there, and you're stuck with a drum, 2-shell drum, that doesn't necessarily perform that great. You have tanks like the TVP that have a 1.5 second interclip, and they can do the same amount of damage in just such a short amount of time. You have a lot of drum tanks, again, like the T-57, you have the Minotauro, you have very armored tanks like the Type 71, and the Foch just doesn't cut it anymore. The Foch has decent armor, it can block medium/light tank shells, but heavies and TDs will just go right through you. The wheels are very weak, because if you have a slight angle in the wheels, anyone can be able to penetrate you. The sides don't have insanely good armor. The only thing I'd really say the Foch is really good at is definitely the mobility. The mobility is still very good on this tank, but you're in a TD. You're not going to be playing a TD for its mobility, if you know what I mean. So I really feel like the Foch needs a little bit of a buff by Wargaming. A tiny little change. Changing the alpha to, for example, something like 600 or 590, for example. I mean, 600 would just be perfect for the Foch, because then the little alpha upgrade would mean that its DPM would go up, and you can actually start peekabooing against tanks that have way better alpha. I mean, the Foch's playstyle is quite interesting, because you're meant to come in and give 2 shells and then pull back, but at the same time your reverse speed is absolutely horrendous. So overall, there's a lot of things lacking, but at the same time it's quite decent at a lot of things. But I feel like this tank has been power crept a lot by the newer tanks, and a slight tweak and a slight buff I think is necessary for this tank. So tell me what you guys think about this in the comment section below. And with that, Happy is out, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye bye.